Hey everybody, what's up y'all? Welcome back to my channel, Tammy Talks here. Let's get into Tammy Talks, or like the trending topics, volume 5, which is just my version of like an entertainment news video. All right. So for those of you that are brand new to my channel, I do breakdowns on various TV shows, both scripted and reality, interjecting my own thoughts, opinions, and theories into each and every recap. I've also been delving a little bit into doing some pop culture topics, kind of getting back to like my podcast and like blogging days where I used to talk about entertainment news and gossip and all that type of stuff all the time. All right. So if you enjoyed those types of videos, please consider subscribing to the channel, thumbsing up the video, and then hop in the comment section. I stay in my comments. I respond back to the people. So come chat with me down below. All right, y'all, let's get started. Let's start with Tamar versus Kandi. Something that should have never happened, all right? So, Kandi, right after the reunion from Housewives, she went on like a YouTube trail where she did some interviews with some younger, smaller YouTube channels. And when I say smaller, I mean they have less than like 1 million, less than 100,000, which I thought was very dope of her. So she did one with Miss Misha. She did one with Scotty and Jamar for the Prelude. She did one with the Ooh Ladies First panel. I think that's on Bondi's channel. And she did one with House of Aaron. During her interview with House of Aaron, he brought up Carlos King. And Kandi kind of explained where the state of their relationship. So according to Kandi, Carlos was kind of going behind her back and he wanted to sell a story about Escape without their input. So he went as far as to even call Mama Joyce and try to get some information about them, and he was going to use with this story. So like because of that, they don't have a good relationship. The relationship is strained. The relationship is probably null and void, to be honest, okay? So Tamar, for whatever reason, she was out performing. For the start there, Tamar was doing a performance. Carlos King posted a clip of Tamar, or a picture, on his Instagram story. From there, he just put like, my girl Tamar killing it, whatever the case. Tamar reshared the story. While she reshared the story, she added the text that said, my friend, she added Carlos King, and it said, who don't have to steal nobody nothing. I don't know what would possess Tamar to interject herself into this entire situation, but it was petty. We all saw it, even though she tried to delete it, a couple hours later. I don't know why celebrities do that. We are seen. We see it. There are blogs. There are some people that literally live to just screenshot everything that these celebrities post. We were going to catch the shade, and we all saw it, right? Especially since that interview with Kandi blew up, and everybody saw the clip, and that became like big news about Carlos. So the fact that Tamar interjected herself was petty, and it was just stupid. Completely unnecessary, right? So Tamar then ultimately unfollowed Kandi. And I was like, what? I thought they were good. I know that they initially had some type of beef. They weren't like the best of friends, the closest of friends. But I remember Tamar having beef with like that whole Atlanta crew. We know that crew is, used to be Shekinah, but it's like Tiny, Kandi, Monica, Latoya Luckett, Toya, like it's that crew there. So when they were on Celebrity Big Brother, Kandi and Tamar, from what I gathered, got along. They squashed their beef, squashed their differences, and they were able to move forward with their relationship. So I thought that they were cool at that point. Tamar then was on Dish Nation, I believe, doing an interview, and she decided to double down. So she was asked about it. Tamar says she doesn't really know if she believes that to be true. According to Tamar, and I'm paraphrasing, because you are a celebrity, because you are an entertainer, that's just kind of par for the course. But nobody can steal your story from you. And I said, that's completely false. How many times have we seen Lifetime do unauthorized movies? And they'll even tell you it's an unauthorized movie. Hell, Lifetime just did a movie on Gabby Petito when both of them are deceased now. So how do we know what their conversations and stuff was? It's completely satire. Like, that's what Tamar... whatever. Tamar then wants to liken it to the fact that when Toni Braxton had her story, she had no input into her character. That's different, Tamar. That's completely different. Because one, that story was told through the eyes of Toni. That's not your life story. That was Toni's life story that she was involved in, and she had her sisters in there because y'all are a part of her life. But that wasn't like your story from your eyes. So she doubled down on it and said that she just doesn't know what to believe, and it just really made it seem as if Tamar thinks that Kandi is lying, which nobody understands why. Nobody understands why. I certainly don't. It's just, it was tacky of Tamar. Very tacky. But Tamar loves this type of mess. This is what she lives for. I know that she's going to be on This Real Life on VH1. So I'm wondering if she's just trying to drum up some drama, drum up something to get us to maybe want to watch the show, to keep her name in people's mouths. I don't know. But it was very, very tacky on Tamar's part. So, as a result of that, Kandi has unfollowed Tamar now. All Tamar had to do, and all she had to say, was that she doesn't know. She has no comment. She's cool with the both of them. She hopes that they both can work it out. All she had to do was say something to that effect, and it would have been a sufficient answer. Tamar has better media training than this. Way better media training than this. All right, so next up, let's talk Puff Daddy. Puffy, P. Diddy, Love, whatever he goes by now. So Puffy was on Power 105 recently. And, you know, the topic comes up of, it's this long-standing rumor, theory that Puffy doesn't pay his artists, right? That has been talked about for years. They always, you always hear people joke about, don't sign with Bad Boy, you ain't gonna get paid. And it's because we have seen what has happened to a lot of these Bad Boy artists once they sign with him. So the topic comes up about paying these artists. Puffy gets a little snippy, if you want to say that. But he gets snippy and said that he doesn't owe anybody on Bad Boy any money. He does not owe any Bad Boy artist any money whatsoever. He said that if they can provide him with some receipts, he will go outside right now and he will pay them in cash. I said, don't write a check, your ass can't cash, Diddy. Don't do that, because I'm sure, well, I would like to think these people have receipts, but I mean, we've all seen the TLC story. We have seen all these stories about how, they got taken for a ride, basically, when it comes to their money and contracts. So he's doing that. Mace, who has been very vocal recently about Diddy owing him money from Bad Boy. Mace made a video where he's very aggressive, and he's saying, how dare, and this is a quote, how dare this nigga talk about now he wants receipts. Let's start with your mother. Nigga, your mother got the receipts. Everything is in your mother's name. That's the one who got the receipts. Mace then went on to say, you can't get receipts from Big because he's gone. You can't get receipts from Craig Mack or from Black Rob. So Puffy also said that Mace owes him $3 million. I would really, really love to get some type of expose done or something so we can find out why so many artists that were on Bad Boy say that Diddy owes them money. Because if it comes down to contracts, and y'all sign bad contracts, y'all sign bad contracts. Which is not necessarily solely your fault, but there's something to, there is absolutely something to all these artists that keep saying and are very, very down for it, very, very stand up about it, that Puffy owes them money. So I think more is going to come about that very, very soon. It doesn't look like Mace is going to back down. Diddy is in the news for that. Well, I don't want to say he's in the news, but the story has just kind of blossomed a little bit more. So, speaking of Diddy and Kanye. All right, so we saw Kanye with the White Lives Matter shirts on, okay? It's par for the course with Kanye. This is what he does. So Kanye had on these White Lives Matter shirts. We then saw Kanye attack the one of the black editors or black writers from Vogue, and then issue a bullshit apology afterwards. I'm not going to give Kanye too much light about this. But we see that Puffy is trying to talk to Kanye. I kind of feel at this point I really need these other celebrities to let him implode. Because anything that they say to Kanye, he posts. So you can't even be like, okay, I know you want to get your message out, but whatever. Because Kanye's going to post it and it's going to make it look like you support what he's saying, what he's doing, that type of stuff. So in this text message thread, Kanye is calling Puffy the feds. And Puffy is saying, oh, well, come out so I can meet up with you. Let's go talk right now. Let's go do... What are we doing? What are we doing? And why are we doing it? I really need y'all to just let Kanye self implode. Let him self implode. Adidas has already issued a statement that they are now reevaluating their contract with Kanye. Let me see if I still have the screenshot. I don't know if I do. But Adidas they're evaluating that because what Adidas doesn't want to do is get mixed up in Kanye saying some bullshit like White Lives Matter. You know what I mean? They don't want to get mixed up in that because, you know, these companies, they want to stay very politically correct. They want to stay on the right side of history. So Kanye doing that and getting them all mixed up in that, now they're reevaluating what they're going to do with his contract. Kanye is doing this on purpose because he wants to get out of the Adidas contract, right? He wants to get out of it. So he's going to do everything he can. He's going to be as brash as he can. He's going to say and do all the wrong things because he wants Gap and he wants Adidas to ultimately drop him. What we have to start doing is just ignoring the fuck out of Kanye. Ignore him. Ignore him. Once we start ignoring Kanye, the better this will go. I promise y'all, the better this will go. Kanye thrives on the fact that people are paying attention to him. Kanye thrives on the fact that, like, we're being talked about. But like I said, too, because when the backlash from the White Lives Matter shirts happened, now Kanye went, and what did he do? He went straight to talking about Kim. Talking about how over-sexualized Kim is, as if he wasn't dressing her. Talking about how few clothes Kim wears, even though she's a mother, as if he didn't have her ass naked on that motorcycle. What was that, the Bound 2 video? So, like, this is what Kanye does. Now he's talking about his black kids, but you're wearing a White Lives Matter shirt. Then we get Mos Def. Then we get Mos Def or Yasleen Bey, who had on a White Lives Matter shirt, but he blacks out the V, I guess to make it White Lies Matter. It was missed. It went because so many people are looking at the whole shirt. It would be better if you would have just ripped the V off altogether. But then it becomes, did you make that shirt or did you get that shirt from Kanye? It's too much going on at this point. It's too much going on, and it seems like everybody is just interjecting themselves into the situation when people need to just ignore Kanye Omari West. Ignore him. He's a person that thrives off of chaos. He needs to take his medication. He's not going to take it because he feels that people are paying attention to me. He's a narcissist. We found out that that is Lauryn Hill's daughter that was wearing, that was modeling in the fashion show. She feels that she was doing the right thing. We're bringing awareness. We're bringing awareness. We're bringing awareness. Candace Owens, for some reason, brought Lizzo into this and said, well, we should have had Lizzo wear the shirt because then we can highlight obesity. Candace, go to hell. Fuck you. I think it is so disgusting the way that people keep coming at Lizzo's weight. Lizzo's weight is Lizzo's weight. Lizzo is not bothering anybody. So the fact that Candace Owens would even make such a disgusting comment, girl, you need to worry about your dry ass, nappy ass hair with them ripped to shred edges. I am so sick of Candace Owens. You don't want to be black, we get it. You, Terrence Williams, y'all don't want to be black. We understand. Kanye, hell, Kanye don't want to be black. Boosie posted a picture of like a redone picture of Kanye with bleached skin. Because you want to be white, Kanye. That's what you want to do. Or if you're doing this all for attention, it's silly. It's stupid. This ain't what you want. I'm pretty sure this is not what you want at all. This is not going the way that you thought it would go. Whatever, Kanye. 50 Cent's oldest son, Marquise. Is it Marquise? I think it's Marquise. He was on Instagram Live talking to some people a couple of days ago, and he's talking about how low he feels of the child support that he was getting from his father. We know that 50 and his son, who has his whole entire face, they have a very strained relationship because 50 had an issue with the baby mama. 50 was paying his baby mama number one, $25,000 a month in child support. Once 50 got that vitamin water deal and his stock rose, she took him to court and she started to demand and ask for more money because $25,000 a month is apparently not enough. So if we do some math, she was getting $300,000 a year. That was too much, or that was not enough for her. So she essentially took him to court. Let me see. She took him to court, and the judge said, oh, okay, well, I'm going to knock it down to $6,700 a month now. So now she's only getting roughly, what is that, $80,000, close to $81,000 a month. A year. Marquise he was on Instagram saying that that's not enough for him to rebuild his life. Now, we know that allegedly there was arson involved and they lost everything. But that is still enough with your mother working. If your mother was working, that is still enough for you to rebuild your life. You have homeowners insurance. If you guys had an apartment, you have renters insurance that covers that and that helps you get back on your feet. So he was saying how that is not enough for him to sustain a New York lifestyle. No. The real issue is that you were spoiled and you were living a fancy life, but your mama started bumping the gums and she got it ripped away from y'all because this is like she was ungrateful for what she was getting. Do you know how many single mothers would kill for $6,700 a month? Do you know how many mothers would kill for $67 a month in child support? She played herself. There's nothing more we can say about that. She played herself. What do y'all think about that? Do y'all think that $6,700 a month, which is roughly $80,000 a year, is that not enough to sustain child support? Because we know that New York is expensive, right? $6,700 a month can cover rent, though. That can cover rent, even if it swallows your entire rent, because it is New York. That is still a major bill that you don't have to worry about. Does that make up for any? I don't know. I don't know. But let me know what you guys thought about that. And then some like real quick stuff. Tom and Giselle both have gotten divorce lawyers. Giselle is sick and tired of Tom Brady. Tom Brady should have divorced. I mean, he should have retired when his wife wanted him to retire. Spend some time with them kids. You do not love the game of football that much. You don't. Miguel and his wife are now going for divorce number 2. Remember, they divorced years ago. They got back together. They've been married for 3 years. And then now they are divorcing again. And then like another like small update with Tia and Corey Hardrick. Y'all have been very disrespectful and up in that man's comments telling him that, oh, he cheated on Tia. He must be cheating allegations. Stop doing that, y'all. So Corey came in, put lies in all capital letters. He said, I did not cheat on my wife, and y'all are not going to say I cheated on my wife. So let me know what you guys thought about all these topics in today's video. I will catch you guys in the next one. Don't forget to subscribe and thumbs up the video. Peace.